Well, that has been a very long time. I mean, I've been down for I think 6 days without being able to do nothing. I've been sick, and I didn't know. I didn't need to come here and start lifting to see if I can do it or not. I think it was on Thursday. That video was on Wednesday that I filmed it, and the next day, I went to work. I was worse. I came home. I didn't eat. First mistake. Um, and I took a nap. And when I wake up, I was soaked in sweat. It was 8:30 in the night, so I was there sleeping for 5 hours. That day we come home super early because we have very little work now in winter, and just with that, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do squats properly, and so I took a shower, changed the the bed clothes. I don't know what's the name. And the next day I was even worse and worse until on Sunday I wasn't that sick, but I was super. What's the name? Not with nausea because I didn't have this need to vomit or anything, but my head was, the moment that I just stand up, my head start to was spinning around, and I was super, and I get sick the moment that I lift my body. If I was in any position that I wasn't horizontal, everything start to spin around me, and that was very frustrating because I was there in bed. I have a little bit of headache, but not that much to be like in bed for the whole day. But the moment that I stand up, everything starts to spin around, and I've been like that until today. Today is Wednesday. No, Thursday. So you're going to see this on Wednesday. It's just the worst thing, being physically okay, but then your head doesn't allow you to go further. Just yesterday I was there on the edge, but my brother told me, if I'm going to have to be looking for you, don't do it because it's a very very heavy weight, 90 kilos. If something happens, it's not easy to remove. Also, you are not in the best condition. So I was, I didn't knew if I was going to do it or not. And then I have to load things onto the car for the work today, and again my head was spinning around, and I said, fuck it, I will skip legs. So today I'm the same. My head is a little bit less bad, but that's why I'm going to do forearms and hope tomorrow to do shoulders without any problem. But I still have all the congestion on my nose and everything. I don't know what kind of sickness is this because it didn't I wasn't sneezing, the name, around when I have the allergy, or coughing like a smoker, because you have lungs filled of mucus, or anything like that. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe it's some kind of virus. I've been a little bit bad on the toilet, but being down for 6 days or 5 days without doing anything, it will change the your rhythm that you go to the bathroom. So now is Forearms. Today is very cold. If you as you can see, I'm with the long clothing. It's pretty cold. I'm just to remove the t-shirt to do for you can see my forearms. But the moment that I finish, I'm going to put back again the thing. 20 kilos instead of 15, and I want the objective will be do like 25, 30 reps instead of 40. Or objective is to growing muscle, not developing any kind of resistance or anything like that. So, and now I'm going to edit the videos in the way that, except for the first and last talk. For example, if in the next set, in the second set, I have something to say, I'm going to run that talk on a second screen, on a style like picture in picture, in the way that you don't going to see a set completely in silence. So let's start. Let's see what happened. Remember, here you shouldn't feel anything at all here on the first reps, because if you feel something here, it means that you are doing something wrong and you are going to hurt yourself here really bad. Maybe it's too much weight. I'm going to change the weight quickly. Okay, 30 will be the number. And as I was saying before, if now in the second set I have something else to say, I will try to merge that with the next ones. And so I will try to say it after the exercise. Yeah, so let's keep going. So I went to 15 again and did 30 reps. So now I should do 30 again. 30 will be a good number. And I actually want to, maybe you are noticing already, but the image quality is quite bad right now with this light. That's because I don't have these two lights here, because they have a tarp in front. That's the plastic thing that you are hearing sometimes. And I bought the new iPhone, the 16 Pro Max, to improve the quality of the videos and everything, but I'm really, it has to be like day and night, because no one is saying anything good about the phone. They are just waiting to the end of this month to see if the new update of the iOS with this intelligence stuff are going to improve or fix the new iPhone, but I don't think so. I'm going to receive the phone 25 of this month, in 10 days. I'm going to give it a week or two to see if I really like it. Yeah, and if I don't, I will return it. The only I just bought it because I have. If I bought it, my mom will buy this phone, because she's fed up with her phone. I think it's a 13, just a regular 13, and she says it's too tiny for her, so she will buy this one for 350. So that will make the purchase of the 16 Pro Max not as extreme of a case. I'm not going to thin my budget that too much. And also this month I'm going to finish with her company, and I'm going to go to another one that people is telling me that you can make a good money there with the extra hours. So if that's the case, and I end up making good money on the extra labor, that will not hurt me so bad with a new phone. But I'm really worried. I'm really about to try the phone, and if it doesn't convince me, I'm going to return it and get my money back, because buying something that it doesn't convince you. For example, the laptop, I thought that it was, and it is, very expensive and everything, but it's render all these videos in less than 7 minutes, and that's really, that helped me a lot to save half an hour, let's say for an hour to half an hour to go earlier to sleep, because I usually put these videos at 12 to upload. So the video of this on Sunday, I put it the same Sunday, and it gets uploaded at Monday at 12 o'clock in the night. And usually I end up really late this, and the MacBook Air just took like 40-50 minutes to render the same video. So yeah, that helped me a lot. But with the phone, I really have my doubts. I mean, the camera has to be that much better, because these cameras are from 4 years ago, because I bought this phone when the 14 came out. So I really hope that the new phone really add up to the quality, because if you see right now, if you make any kind of zoom, I don't know if I have to make a zoom here, but sure, if I want to do the picture in picture, I have to do some kind of zoom on my face, and you will see a lot of noise surrounding me or on the edge of my skin and the background. You will see noise, and that's annoying. But anyway, I let it going, and maybe just with this talk, I've been doing that. I've been putting the next set and the next one on the queue. In fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to shut up on the next two sets, and see how that how I finish doing this. Well, there we have you have seen if my little experiment of editing has worked or not. Probably I put the clips at the end of my pitch, because the clips maybe last for 50 seconds or 40, and that's why my speech is quite long, and just at the end is the next exercise. Now, 10 kilos, wrist extensions, they were 15 reps, and well, I go to this first and then I will talk. Well, it feels okay. It doesn't feel that bad, but what I want to tell you is right now, just by standing up, changing the tripod with the phone place to place, and flexing a little bit the tarp here. Now there's more light, because it didn't need to be here by itself. We take some clamps and clamp it, and just by doing that, now my head is starting to spin around. I have a little bit of nausea. I know. I'm going to try to do the reverse barbell curl to see how it feels, but I don't think it's going to feel that right, because right now I'm feeling quite bad. I don't want to even think on the reverse barbell curl. So I'm going to try 1 or 2 reps and see with the first one I know if I'm going to feel alright. But I would like to try and see. Also, it's getting super cold. It's going to rain. If it's not this night, tomorrow morning or this week. But right now, you can hear that there is no wind at all. Everything is really steady, if for example like me, I'm not used to rain at all. Here where I live, it doesn't rain almost never, and it's really strange when it's about to rain, because you don't feel the wind. The wind is always here, and when there's no wind, it's very strange not hearing the wind between the telephone cables or hitting my neighbor house. You know, not hearing the wind on the background is really strange. And there is, you know, I feel like the trees and everything, they are so still. You know, that it really gives me, you know, bad feelings. I'm so used to see the top of the tree moving, even just a little bit, but and now I'm looking here. This one doesn't move, barely move. Some leaf there. You know, it's really strange. Also, it's super cold for whatever reason, but because it's more humid. Anyway, let's keep going. Well, there, just by raking the weights and everything, I had to stop because I was on the edge of puking everything. Not puking everything, no, puking. And I had to stop for a moment. But I'm going to try anyway to see if there is something on the movement or the weights. Anyway, I think I'm going to do tomorrow what it is, shoulders. And if I don't do shoulders because I don't find well at all, I think I'm going to do a proper video of, you know, the how losing weight and gaining muscle from a fat person, well, my perspective, with some old videos of mine and things like that, and some resources maybe. And obviously all of them are going to be very exaggerated examples, but you know, you will get the point. So I'm going to try this, see how it feels, and from there I don't know if I'm going to quit this exercise and go for the barbell behind your hip, but I'm going to try it nonetheless, and let's see what happens. Alright, so there I don't feel any kind of nausea or anything right now. I think what triggers my head to freak out is just the movement, you know, the quick turns with my head and, you know, picking things from the rack too fast and things like that. Because, for example, I told you that if I lift from the bed, that's a quick movement, and there is when it starts all the nausea and everything. The arms feel great. The head, yeah, I feel a little bit worse. Nothing like I'm going to skip this exercise, so I'm going to rest and keep going. So yeah, at least if this allows me to continue, I will continue tomorrow. If I don't make it with the same weights, I will drop the weights and do it anyway, just to not stop doing the exercise. Yeah, I was a little bit paranoid that I was getting fat from not moving or anything, but I look myself in the mirror now and I'm perfectly okay. I'm not getting fat, I'm not eating trash or anything like that. I just not moving because I'm sick. But aside from that paranoia, pretty fine, pretty good. It could be worse. Well, now 50 kilos, 15 reps, or 20. No, 20 reps, 15 kilos. No, 50 kilos. I didn't felt any kind of nausea during the reverse barbell curl. So tomorrow, if I can, if I don't feel, if I'm not completely healed, I will just drop 5 kilos on shoulders, on what it is, in the press, from 17.5 to 12, and the Arnolds from 5 to 10, 15 to 10, and the rest I will leave it as they are. So let's see how this one feels. Well, I have to focus more on the eccentric side, because I'm dropping it too fast. I'm feeling, but other than that, this feels good. I don't feel anything wrong, so let's keep going. There. Did you focus a little bit on the eccentric part? Well, today I managed to finish the training routine on forearms. I had to skip leg day because I wasn't going to make it. I'm still with a little bit of nausea. Right now, just unragging here, it got me really moving my head like left and right and up and down. That's what's really killed me, because there on the reverse barbell curl I didn't feel nothing at all. I didn't sat there. I just the only thing that I did was taking the tripod and move it, and that's it. I didn't sit anywhere. I didn't, looking up, down, up, or anything like that. And that appears to make the trick. But now at the end, just putting everything where it belongs, it really got me again. The nausea, this everything is spinning around me. So tomorrow depends on how I feel. If I feel exactly like today, I'm going to drop 5 kilos on the shoulder press and in the Arnold. So it will be 12 kilos on the shoulder press and 10 in the Arnold, but the rest will be remain the same. And today I will try to do that picture in picture while I'm talking, so you don't have two series completely on silence. I wanted to put this talk on the last reps also, but I don't know, that will be a little bit strange. Yeah, so today I will try that. Tomorrow, depending how it feels, I will do this or I will do another take on. I wanted to do skinny versus fat, which is the hardest. Again, in my opinion, I think the skinny is the hardest because as a fat person, well, not I didn't have any mobility handicap or anything like that. But you know, being fat for my whole life, every time that I lose weight or I train, everyone notices it. And for skinny people, you know, from being skinny to less skinny, it's, for everyone it's hard to notice until a certain threshold where it's obvious, like you are, you know, you went from skinny to athletic to really good shape. It was, let's say, a constant improvement, but it's so, the people is so used to see you as skinny that they don't they don't see you like you are less skinny and a little bit more muscular. As with fat people, if you weight, for example, 180 kilos, almost 200, and you lost 50 kilos, your face, your everything, everything will shrink, and everyone will notice that change. You know, people that you see maybe from 2 months, in a period of 2 months, they will notice it super fast. Maybe the people that is with you they will not notice it as fast. But the first one that will notice it will be you. You will get everything on your body better. Your mental health, your regularity on the toilet, it will be miles better. Eating consistently, always the same thing, as clean as you can. But if you always eat the same things and you have a control of how much you eat and you know what you shouldn't eat, and you have that thing that you shouldn't eat, but you know one day you have that day perfectly control, you will feel like your guts will be like a clock. It will be like work perfectly. Yeah, the more you lose weight, the better you will feel. You will feel super good when you put your this pants, for example, is constantly falling down, and I have to buy new ones. As for someone that is skinny, is you unless you are like almost anorexic or something like that, or bulimic, it's really hard to go from 60 kilos to 120 and being completely shredded and super big and everything in a good way, and then buy more clothes and more clothing because your old clothing don't fit you anymore. Because, for example, in my case, if I have regular t-shirts or anything and my biceps don't come through, I will cut the sleeve and I will make it you know I don't know the name of that kind of t-shirt without the sleeve, but and for me that doesn't look ugly unless it's a very new t-shirt or something like that. But that doesn't look bad to me. Or for example, with your pants, that will be very very difficult unless again you are ultra skinny and you manage to go from 60 to 90 kilos on good shape and everything, and even then you're only going to buy new clothes once, I think, from let's say 85 or 90 kilos when you are going to buy it in next size. But for someone fat, going from 180 150 kilos, that clothes will never fit you again on for the good. When you go to 150, maybe you have all clothing there, but mentally for you passing from that triple or quadruple XL clothing to just double XL, for you mentally that's, I mean, super rewarding. And for someone skinny, being training for 4 years and maybe in the fifth start thinking of buying new clothes because the old ones don't fit anymore. That's mentally it's kind of taxing, because uh, because skinny people usually don't have problems with their body functionally unless they are way underweight. But for example, for someone fat, just getting on the car, getting down the car, if you are young like 15, or if you are 15, you are running everywhere, you are on playing on abandoned buildings like I used to do, and going up the not the ceiling, the roof of the abandoned houses or building or anything, being skinny. I mean, my friends they weren't skinny, but they were on a regular weight. I never see them with any problem at the moment of going on the top of the roof. They're on the edge, and I always had problems just to going up. And for skinny people, I think that will be the same. You will struggle, but you will manage to get up eventually. Someone fat will not make it probably, and that's why I think going from skinny to athletic or to strong, it's a lot harder for skinny people than for fat people, because on fat people you are gaining so much quality of life that it's amazing. With every from every 10 kilos that you go down feels amazing. But for someone that is skinny, everything is like everything is hard because they have to eat a lot more and they are not used to. They don't have any problem to eat more. In fact, if you are skinny or underweight, you maybe have a problem with the food of not eating enough, and that's going to be a torture for you, because even regular diets for you as a skinny are going to be like bulking for a regular for a fat people, for a fat person. But when you have to bulk, that's going to be even harder. So obviously there are a lot of tricks, like if you have to bulk being skinny and having problems with the food, instead of doing 3 meals you can do 10 meals, and you will eat constantly for the whole day, but you will be able to do it. Also, on the quality of life, again, if you are not if you are heavily underweight, yeah, you're going to notice you have more strength, more everything, but every day, on your day by day, you don't have problems going up and down of the cars, on with the chairs on the restaurants, or in the at the what's the name, this the restaurants on the beach, or if you have to fly, you don't have to sit on those minuscule seats that are put in on all the economy planes now, that are the other day I went on the bus, and the bus had better seats than the plane, and you know, you won't see that much improvement on your quality of life, and that's why it's going to be a lot harder as skinny people getting shredded, unless what is the name, the mental, you see a big improvement on your mental health by going to the gym or by lifting weights, and that can help you a lot. But that I would like to do a video about that. So I will see you hopefully tomorrow with the weight that I used to do, and if I feel bad, I will lower the weights. So I will see you tomorrow with shoulder, or if there is no video of shoulders, there will be a video with the skinny versus fat.